What does it mean for you to be here and support this cause?
Well, this is actually the second year that I've attended, and last year I really got my eyes opened to this cause. It's something that I think living in America you don't always think of. You know, we can turn on a faucet and have clean water whenever we want, and it's something that's people all over the world do not have access to. And water really is a human right. We need it to survive. We all need it to survive. No one doesn't need water. We all do. And the thing is, too, it's so difficult for people to progress when they don't have access to clean water. The bulk of their day is spent procuring water, bringing it home, and not going to school and working on their culture. So I think it's really important that we give people the opportunity to start living more fulfilled lives and being able to go to school and let their children go to school by making clean water accessible.
Such an amazing cause, and right now California's in a drought. What do you do to conserve water on your daily basis?
Well, I have shut off the sprinklers on my lawn, which it doesn't really do much because anything that I try to plant dies anyway. So yeah, we gave up on trying to have plants in the yard. So we have succulents now in our front yard, so that's a little more drought resistant. But yeah, we definitely conserve water, and it's one of those things we're reminded in LA because of the water crisis that but there's a water crisis all over the world, and a lot more severe than we're experiencing in Los Angeles. The access to clean water is so important, and I think that's so wonderful about the Thirst Project is they're trying to bring clean water to everyone.
It's so amazing that you're doing that, because it's really hard to conserve water right now in a drought. It's really hard. But moving on to your movie Unfriended, how is it, because the movie was about social media, how did you take anything away from that now that you're using social media? And
I think it's really scary for a lot of people because, especially our generation, I feel like we're so dependent on social media. It's such an integral part of our lives, and we spend so much of our day on our phones staring at people's profiles, which, number one, by the way, I think it's such an unfair assessment of people's actual happiness in lives when we compare ourselves to these other people because they're posting the highlights of their life, and a lot of times smiling when they're not happy. So I think that we've all kind of experienced the negativity, whether it's people coming after you on social media or comparing yourselves to others and feeling bad about yourself. I think that we've all experienced that. So I don't think it's that difficult to kind of take it past that into the realm of, what's the worst thing that could happen on the internet. And I think Unfriended really is a good depiction of a worst case internet scenario.
I know. I thought that was amazing. I watched it and I was like, it's weird to think that could actually happen to someone.
Yes, I don't think the ghosts come back as often.
Yeah.
But I do think that a lot of times, especially young people, a lot of times take pride in humiliating others and hiding behind fake accounts and things like that and thinking that it somehow doesn't count. And it's not the same as walking up to somebody and harassing them in person. And it's very much the same thing.
And you said on social media, people post their, favorite part about themselves and they make themselves look good. So give us your funniest selfie face, if you.
I've been known to take many selfies where I that photo you take when you're trying to flip your camera and you accidentally get yourself, you've got the double chin. Oh, it's terrible. We all do it. I feel like I should actually start posting them. I feel like that's a more realistic depiction of what goes on in my life. I wear sweatpants the majority of the day, and then I clean up and come to galas like this for a good cause. So.
And you look gorgeous tonight.
Thank you so much.
And just one last question: what can we expect you in in the future? What can we look forward to seeing you in?
Well, there's an Unfriended 2 that is in the works. It's in development as of yet. I'm really crossing my fingers that it takes place before the events of the first movie because things don't work out so well for my character. And then there's also a movie called Telltale Lies opposite Alexa Vega and Bo Murchoff that will be coming out sometime next year that I just wrapped on in Connecticut. So be looking for that.
Very excited. Well, thank you so much for chatting.
Nice meeting you, Priscilla.
Nice meeting you. Have fun in set.